friends, Kim here from Stamping Imperfection. I'm playing with the pop-up shadow box book die set from Scrappy Tails Crafts, and this is a huge die set. These are all of the decorative pieces plus the book cover die piece, and then the back shows you the accordion fold piece you get to create what looks like the pages of the book or the sides of the pop-up box. So this is the cover die piece, and you need 2 of those, and then the accordion piece you need 4. I left 2 at the regular length, and then I cut 2 pieces down to 4 3/4. Those will be the top and the bottom of my book pages. So I started out just by putting the cover together, and I just did a nice fold and crease with my bone folder of the 2 score lines on each of those. I'm adding 1/2 inch double-sided tape to just one of them, and then I'm going to carefully piece these together, because remember with sticky tape, once you use that, it is done. So that is the cover of my book. Super quick and easy. So I decided that I actually want to leave this book without a lot of decoration on the cover. I want it to actually look like a book, and I'm going to name it Dreams, and almost like a diary, and I want it to look like an old book. So I'm using my Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. This is craft cardstock that I used here, and I'm just giving it a little bit of a distressing, doing a little bit of sponging along the edges and folds, and a little bit more in the corners than along the sides. I just like that look. So either you like it or you don't, and you don't have to do it if you don't like it, and you can decorate that cover any way you want. But this die set comes with 2 of these really fabulous frame pieces. I die cut this out of black glitter paper, and I left the little hole pieces in on the corners because I really like the way it looked. So I just added that with some liquid glue to the front, and that's going to complete my cover. So now I'm going to take these accordion pieces, and I'm folding back and forth. You flip it over, you fold up, flip it over, fold up. And this is sometimes called a concertina fold or a mountain fold, depending on where you live, but you're just going to do the whole thing. This is beautifully worked out by Sabrina. She's taken care of all the measurements. Like, this die set makes this so easy, and she's got beautiful spring sets, beautiful Christmas sets, and I'm already thinking ahead that there will be a handful of people who get some Christmas pop-up shadow box books here for their Christmas cards. Like, I'm already planning ahead. So I'm adding some double-sided sticky tape to the, actually, I should have just put it on the outside and inside flap of the smaller one. It would have made it easier, and you can kind of see how I'm fitting this together. And sorry, I'm out of screen here at this important part, but I will pull it out a little bit here, and you will see you kind of fit where the fold of one fits into the open part of the other, and you have to kind of go really slowly doing this and fit it together. And then I really give it a good push once it's all together to get all the edges together. So then I make sure I just tape the 2 flaps down, and then I flip it over, and you have to tape the 2 flaps on the back, and you're going to do that to all 4 corners. It's almost like you're sort of weaving them together. The fold of one piece goes into the opening of the other piece, and then you just make sure you get those 2 flaps taped down really well. And then that's it. So I'm going to attach this to the inside, and here you'll see me use liquid glue, but the liquid glue isn't strong enough. So I ended up going back and adding double-sided adhesive tape. So you definitely want to use the double-sided adhesive tape. And that actually completes the book with the shadow box pop-up part, and you can now create your scene. I'm going to actually create a little frame now. I cut this piece of craft cardstock exactly the size of the finished accordion frame piece that I have in the book, and now I'm just making a 1/2 inch frame with my trimmer. And I could have used the cloud cover die. Like, I didn't even think about using that cloud cover die, but it would look so pretty here. And I'll put a picture at the end of what that cloud cover die looks like on a card that I made a couple weeks ago. The other thing you can do, the other option you have, is to use that frame piece that comes in the die set. That's also a pretty option for covering up those accordion folds, because you can see where they actually meet each other. Like, there's a seam where the top and the bottom are attached to the sides. So I just wanted to cover up. You don't have to do that. And I'm giving this a little sponged effect as well. So I'm going to go ahead and build my scene now. I'm going to put the frame on the very last thing I do. So I have a bunch of things already cut. Like, some of these are left over from other projects. Some I already die cut. But I've got, one of the things I have some grass pieces, and I die cut those from the new border set that was released in this release. It's a Slimline border set. It's got grass, clouds, a row of mushrooms, and it's nice that it's a Slimline set because you can use it for projects like these just by cutting it down. So I add glue to all the pieces that I want to put inside, and then I'm just tucking them into the accordion pieces. And I can put some toward the front in the top accordion parts, and then some toward the back and the bottom accordion parts. And you can see here I've got some pieces, and these are from the Assorted die. The Assorted Leaves die set. Here's the border set. There's the Assorted Leaves. But I have used this Assorted Leaves in many videos. You see me pull this out a lot. I really have gotten my money's worth out of this Assorted Leaves set. I love it. Now, Sabrina has a lot of other scene building die sets in this new release and in other releases. So definitely check out what she has in the store, because at Scrappy Tails, there's just a ton of options. I pulled out a fairy and a hedgehog that I created from the Fairy Friends stamp set, and I just cut them out, die cut them out. There's coordinating dies for all of these stamp sets, and I'm just tucking more of the Assorted Leaves in, cut out in different colors. Now I have this cloud cover die set that also was released in this Midsummer the Midsummer Dream release, and I have to say, these little cloud pieces that come with the cover die pieces are just an extra bonus, and I love them. I just feel like they help complete the little scene. This is a leftover piece from the frame that I cut from the front, so I don't want to waste that. It's so pretty. I'm going to tuck some of the Assorted Leaves that I have left over as a little decoration. I'll tuck those on top there, and I'll add a clear block on top of these in just a minute to actually hold them in place. So it helps the glue really smoosh into the glitter, and it helps things stick better. Now eventually I'll actually put a piece of vanilla, like a tag or something I make out of the vanilla or the craft cardstock. I'll put that on that black glitter paper in the extra space when I decide who I'm sending this to and what I'm sending it for, so I can tuck a little message in. I also stamped using the Fairy Sentiments stamp and die set. I stamped the dreams, and I die cut it out with the coordinating die, and it's got the word die and the background die, which I really love. Like, I think that's really fun. You do need the stamp to get the word dreams. I don't think you can actually read the word dreams in the die cut itself. So, but it perfectly cuts out that sentiment. It's just wonderful. I added the lock die cut piece from the book pop-up set, and I added the lock in the black glitter piece, and I didn't pop out the pieces of that. I popped out the pieces from a purple glitter piece and put that on top so you can see the black peeking through. And that's going to complete my book. I'm going to add a few embellishments and my frame. And and that will complete my book. I'll put links to all of these pieces below, or all of the things I've used below, and check out the other dies in the new release. They're amazing. You'll find lots of die sets and stamp sets that make wonderful scene pieces in the Scrappy Tails craft store. Like, it's just, there's so many beautiful things there. It's amazing. So I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel while you're here if you aren't subscribed. And I always love it when people leave me comments, and I thank you for that. So thank you so much for watching, friends. Have a wonderful day.